Okay, we're gonna do what we did yesterday with the three different type of bank roll. Well, rolls from the bank. Machine rolled from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Somebody's private hoard, their roll. And then again, these are the preformed tubes. A private roll. These are always interesting because you never know what you're gonna get. Well, you don't know what you're gonna get in any of them. I've actually gotten Indian head pennies out of these. These are machine rolls. So, but it could happen any one of these. So we're going to open them all up one by one and start this recording. So, wish me luck. Do the first one here. That's random order. I think there's an extra penny in it. Start here. See what they come up with. Go. Alright. Quick view. And nothing pops out. That's a nice mix. Alright, let's get to the microscope. And I'll head over to the large view. Make sure we're focused and center. And it looks good. Alright, first one up, 69 San Francisco. These actually have produced nice floaters for me in the past. Let's see what we got. Oh, you can see the initials, but the roof line looks weak on the right side. This is probably a 20% floater, in my opinion. Maybe a 30. You could still see the outline. But it's not desirable. Not a true floater. But that S looks a little wonky. Could have been just squished. Well, send it off to copper. That's how it goes. 87 Denver. Nothing there. Yeah, that's splitting hairs on what's going on. I mean, it's a nice coin. Somebody appreciate that coin. 71. Weakness in that Liberty. Off the copper. 20. Nothing there. 22. No dot clash there. Let's pick one right in the middle here. 89. And there. 97. And there. 21. Yeah, 82. It looks like copper, feels like copper. Let's throw it on a scale just to verify it's copper. So off to the copper pile. 21. Nothing there. 02. Nothing there. 22. That is scuff. Nothing there. 22. weak spike head, very weak. It's a spike head nonetheless. Um, is it a mint error? It's a mint mishap, a cladding failure. I'm not gonna. I'll just put it aside for our review. Very weak spike head. It's not desirable, but it is there. I'm not gonna sell it, or I'm just gonna. I'll probably give it back to the bank. Probably. 18. 22. Nothing there. 83. Nothing there. 22. Nothing there. 22. Nothing there. 93. A bit of a orange peel. As I call orange peel, it's a very minor cladding, bubbling, and it's not desirable. It's what I see. So it's a cladding issue. 93. Nothing there. I don't hold on to 19. Nothing there. So his hair. 15. Nothing there. 96. There. 75. Parking lot coin. 21. Yeah. 22. Nothing there. I meant to put it there. 89. Nothing there. 93 Denver. Nothing there. 22. Nope. 89. Affiliate. Nothing there. 87. Yeah. 18. Ratty. 85. Nothing there. 13. More garbage. 22. 16. Yeah. 23. Nothing there. 95. Nothing there. 76. Doubling on that W. It's a doubler. It's like a machine doubling or what have you. So right into the copper pile. 93. in there. 22. Oh. 23 Denver. No extra B. Ratty. 71. A hot mess. 90. 2019. Oh. 22. Nope. 22. Nope. 22. Nope. 22. A lot of 22s. Nope. 23. Nope. And a 19. Jeez, ratty. Alright, so in that roll, you got a 22. Now why do we save that? Okay. Did that one just run away? I don't know why we saved that. I guess it ran away. Alright. Into the pile. Into the bank. Back to the bank. Alright. Hand rolled number 2. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm not even going to preview these. I'm just going to go for it. 25. Look at that brand new penny. It looks like garbage already. Look at that. What a darn shame. 82. Little offset. Ugh. This lot, we found a lot of glued coins for whatever reason. That one's copper. 96. Chunk. 23. Nope. 84. Little up center. I got a crack in the corner. You see that quite often. If you got an off-centered obverse, look on the back. You're gonna good chance of finding a crack. That's not a cud. That's probably just dirt at the bottom. But it's definitely a crack on the lower area of the building. This coin has no value to me. It really has no value at all. But you have, little woodies going on off center, and a cracked die. Not a cracked cladding. It's more so the cladding, not crack. Maybe a second one on the bottom right too. Oh, it's a ratty looking coin. I'm sending it back to the bank. I'm not even gonna play that game. It was a solid copper coin. I'd definitely give it a second thought, a third thought, a fourth thought. It's clotted junk. Let's get rid of it. It's 73 copper. Everybody's gonna say, wow. Gary's complaining about the clatted pennies. The zinc, yeah, not a big fan. It's not. I mean, I have no choice. You got to look to them, right? Might find something that you could save it, or I don't know what this is. I'm gonna put it on the scale. Feels thin. It's clad, not clad. It zinc. 2012. Zinc. 21. Memorial. The Life of Lincoln Memorial. See, '09. It's pretty rowdy looking. Let's see what we got. Yes, I mean, even if it had an extra thumb, it's pretty ratty. Almost looks like it does. You'd need a third leg for me to get, any kind of interest in trying to sell this. I mean, this is so ratty looking. Got PMD on the one. And look at this. See if there's another thumb there. I don't even bother. I'll put it with the copper pile. It's just a real shame. Look at the mess of this coin. I put it in the copper pile. I send all my Life of Lincoln memorials in there. Just because some people collect them. 79. Copper. 17. And while I'm looking at this, 23. Even if a coin, when these zinc coins look good today, they look like garbage in a short time. I'd say that's a die crack or what have you. I don't know. The whole coin's going to be black soon, so what's the point? Get rid of it. 2303. I've seen some of these older zinc pennies toned down pretty nice. As long as the cladding holds up. I might, kind of respect that. If the cladding holds up. Or if there's no cladding at all, like this one's missing almost all the cladding. It's like zinc right through. It might be worth something. To me. Get rid of it. 82. I think that's... machine shimmy. Where that? Copper. Let somebody play with it. I bought a 16. 72. Off centered. I got a little doubling on that 7 right there. That's a machine doubling. Because it was off centered. The tail of the 72 is coming out, and the 9. Let's see what the back looks like. A little shadowing at the 9 and the 7. Here, 2, a little bit, the 1. Not a true double. Send it off to the copper. Someone else play with it. 79. It's got to be substantial. It's got, gotta have a jump for me. 5, 17, nothing. Look at that. 90, 87, nothing. 93, nothing. 1890, off center. There's a hot mess on the back. And up to the bank. 71. Glue on it to copper. 13. Junk. 2010. First year of Shield. Did I saw Clash? Nope. To the bank. 21. Could be a crack. I don't think so. To the bank. 88. Got chewed up. Why did I even look at that? 02. Junk. 84. Could be a cud. Yeah, well, looks like a collar cud. Could be. It's not big enough. Doesn't look like a hit. Looks like it could be a collar cud. It's not intrusive enough. I'm gonna treat it as one. Yeah, that's a cut. I'm gonna put it aside, put it with my collectibles. That's a very thin cut, but it is a cut. I'm gonna stand with that. It's there. All right. 18. What am I looking at them for? It's I'm flipping it over like expecting to find something. Another 69S. See, and it's off center too. Let's see. What do we got here? And this would be a hard sell for a floater because it's so ratty. You can't see the initials. It's a floater. It does have a nice offset though. Actually, it's not common to see one like this. The toning and all. I think it's more of a damaged type coating, from chemicals. Or, patina. No initials. You can technically say. You can technically say that's floating. I'm gonna put it aside. I mean, I don't find much value in it, but somebody might want it. Yeah, look at that purple patina. Anyway, now I'm really grasping at straws here. I'll probably never be able to sell something like that, but it is what it is. I didn't see initials. 88. Junk. 2019. Junk. Yeah, I called you junk. 83D. Let's see. Put it on the scale. Oh wow, it's zinc. Yeah. Alright, enough of that. Back to the bank. 2018. '22. Back to the bank. Alright, let's see. Recap again. You got the 84 with the card. That's definitely a card right there. You could see. It's not a scratch, not a dent. Coming out right at the collar. That's definitely a card. Minor. Then we have the 69S purple with the offset and the floater. It's such a poor quality, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna put it aside, put those aside, and get right to the Harrisburg roll. I'll try to go quick here. Usually I have these ready to go. So I take my time trying to open them so I don't scratch them. Here we go. These actually turn up really nice coins sometimes. That's because I think it's a better quality from Pennsylvania, what have you. Nothing at first sight. Oh, we got a Canadian. Let's throw that on the scale. Alright. 91, Canada. Huh. I've never found an error. I'll send that one back to the bank. 75 Denver. Yeah, up in Pennsylvania you get enough Canadian coins. So that's why I like them. A nice mix. And I've gotten Indian head pennies. I don't know, maybe 3? 2? 3? I don't know. But I haven't gotten them out of those Harrisburg rolls. And lots of wheat pennies. So I don't mind seeing them. 66. And they're not sifted through because you get a lot of copper too. Sometimes more copper than others, but you know, it's always, you know, they're nice to go through. 76 Denver. There's a clean field on this. Scotch right there. Up to Copperland. 2019. '64. Copper. 82D. Large date. See, it's copper. Yeah, people do collect these, even though they're large date. And I'll point it out again. The 2, you see, it has like a straight shank like that. That's a large date, and it's very close to the edge, to the collar. The 2, as well. The top of the 8 has a larger loop in it, and the lettering is different. on the large dates. Looking at this one, I have a little skipping going on. Nothing there. There's nothing there. Yeah, if this is a small date, it'd be the one everybody's looking for. But it's a large date, 3.1 grams copper, and people actually do collect them. So you probably get 10, 20 cents on it for it. You know, they're thinking they got the good one, but you know, I don't think that's. I think they're more or less collecting them because it's the big spoiler. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. 79. It's my guess. I don't think they actually think people are selling 82D small dates in copper. You think at 83. There's really no evidence of zinc. A little bit on the back. I'm going to weigh it. 2.5 back to the bank. 88. Back to the bank. 74. I'm gonna look at that. The bust one more time. I got a doubling going on. There's machine doubling on the front of Lincoln's jacket. The nine's got a little doubling in it. Machine doubling. It's a rotation. It's not a rotation. It's you know, you could split hairs trying to pawn this off as a double die, but it's more machine doubling. Even on this ear, you got a little bit. So, is it a better 74? Yeah, it's not common. So, but it's so minute. The issue is so small. You'd see it on the GOND. You got some. It's like a shadow double, like a chatter, and the U in trust. I'm gonna look at the back. Get a better look. In the reverse. It's all clean. So it would have to be more pronounced for me. But that the front of Lincoln's jacket does look interesting. You know, it's not supposed to be a double line like that. And then the 7, the 4, the 9. It's very light machine doubling. I would just as well put it aside, but not try to sell it. I'll probably give it away to my copper pal. Not probably, I most likely will. Let's see. What am I seeing here? Oh, it's just a grease. Structure grease. Or one die, one or the other. Say both. Everything's going on. Off to the back. Three. Nothing. 1980. Got chewed by the dog. I don't know. cat. 76. Copper. 83. Gouge in it. Throw it on the scale. 2.5. It's zinc. 13. Junk. 99. Some chatter. Close AM. No good. 2010. It's the shield. First year of the shield. Rim issues. Back to the bank. 22. With the measles. Back to the bank. 21. 11. Weak clad. Back to the bank. 03. Back to the bank. 77. Copper. 97. Oh, poor man's doubling again. Liberty. It's terrible. It's machine doubling on his cladding. There's nothing there, really. It's nothing. It's has no value at all. I mean, you know, say to somebody, say, "Oh, I got a double." No, it's machine doubling. Even, you know, with the O, it's pretty hard. It has no value. So back to the bank. 2000. Nothing there. I just hate seeing them. 82. It looks like copper. Let's check. Oh no, it's zinc. Look at that, huh? See? Well, you could see the zinc around the Liberty popping through. Bad cladding. But they actually did a good job with the cladding in early 80s. You see that this is deteriorated. I think it's the zinc. The quality of the zinc is better. Honestly. Copper's copper. And zinc could have it should be, zinc is zinc, but they add antimony. There's alloys in there. So, you know, to make it stronger. So, early on, they did better than they do today. That's for sure. Should have stuck with the formula. You know, it is, they just don't care. That's where the shame of it rolls in. They just don't care. Even in, you know, this vintage, 92, the cladding was a little better, but still, you know, it's still horrible to look at, but that's a wide AM. It should be. And the cracking, the zinc underneath is weak. I don't know. And then it fluctuates. You know, one, you know, like Denver has a certain blend, and they're not made from the same place. Clearly. 79. And the Philly mint seems to be sloppy as well with the quality control, which is good and bad. You know, get more errors, but yeah, Denver seems to have a harder strike on a lot of coins, especially the newer, you know, uncirculated coins. 72, the quarters, you know, the Bessie Colemans and stuff. They, all the Denvers had a harder, nicer, firm strike over the Phillies. 72 offset. I see nothing else going on. A little bit on the D, the W. And you see those offsets. You gotta really look, but if you gotta look too hard, you're looking too hard. You might as well pass on it. I'll pass on it. Goes to copper. Another 72. Off to copper. 03. What was going on with that? See that one? That's just staining. 82. On scale. And zinc. That's actually a good cladding. 82. Look, almost look like copper. 22. 07. Actually, during around 07, they did step up the cladding as well, or the cladding process. You could tell. You don't see a lot of problems, 2000 to 7, and and then when they came out with the Life of Lincoln Centennial, that's when things started going downhill. I don't know why that is. 09. It's a nice looking, actually for a cladded coin, this 07, and I've seen a lot of these 07s actually have that better cladding on it. But there's nothing there. Get rid of it. 83. Even this 83, even though it has a, if it's going to get a nick, it's going to start turning black like that. Any kind of, crater in it where the zinc starts, rotting out from underneath, you're going to get that. Like right there, it probably had a little pock hole in it. The cladding coming off, I don't know. 93. Ugh. And the last one, 23. And see a lot of this modern stuff with this staining all over. It's very common with even other denominations like quarters and dimes. Dimes, they just spotted like they didn't wash them. It's all during COVID, the COVID years. It's like they didn't wash. I don't know. Maybe the coins got COVID. I don't know. Well, maybe that was the joke. The 23, when the extra V's got vaccinated. Yeah? Think about it. Is that it? That coin was vaccinated. Let's put a V on it. It's almost so, it could be, it's satire, but it could be true. Somebody said, I'm going to be the funny guy and put extra V's on it and say it's vaccinated. This one's clear. No, who knows? I wouldn't put it past somebody to do that. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to contemplate doing another hunt. But again, I just wanted my review here. You had a 74, light shift, double shift, machine doubler. You had a 84 with a cud. It's a very minor collar cud by the date. It's not bad. And then the 69 San Francisco with the clearly it's a raised, it's a floating roof. There's no date. I don't see a date. No, it's 69S. It's got a nice toning to it. It's different. Say it wasn't cleaned. It's just, somebody might want it. I'll put that up on eBay. Actually, I do like that coin, and I do like the 74. But it's so minor. It's like, all right, I see it. And then this 84. That's definitely a collar card. I'm gonna list it as a collar card too. So you can argue with it. If it's not, you bid 5 cents for it. Oh well, you're up 4 cents. That's how it seems lately. All right, letting this one go and enjoy your day. I may do another video. We'll see. Maybe another trifecta like I just did. That was fun. Let's see with the new rolls, the new machine rolled pennies from Harrisburg. They seem to produce the best results. Take care. We'll see you later.